brothers, no lie. All you can die. Never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side. Yeah, we in it for life. When I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys. I'll see you again with scores and updates at halftime. But for now, it's my distinct pleasure to hand things over to our broadcast team. It's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
Okay, Coach. This storied franchise in Dallas and their fans are hungry and hopeful to add another championship banner in the rafters as we settle in for some playoff football at AT&T Stadium. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
On first down, Dobbins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards into Chicago first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Looking to throw on second down. Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that'll be incomplete. And a look at the defense for the Cowboys.
I think most people locked in on Byron Jones when he came out of UConn at the NFL Combine, where he darn near jumped out of the stadium because of his vertical leap. But there's so much more to his game than that. Played cornerback and safety in college, and they can use that same ability to move him around in the NFL in order to create great matchups on defense for Dallas.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And Robinson with a big catch. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Trubisky to throw. They'll find Miller. That's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Khalil Mack. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch the screen.
Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Only 2 there on the dump off. It's 3rd down.
Single, 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 single.
3rd and long for Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
This will be fielded at the 17. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
16 yards is the pickup there on a first down for Chicago. They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now we're going to get a stoppage. There appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run with Elliott, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. This is taken at about the 14. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Trubisky leads with Montgomery on the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing here, Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Trubisky now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. 68 yards as the Bears push further out in front. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, 65 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Trubisky. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Here's Trubisky to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we come upon halftime. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. Prescott on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Khalil Mack, his 2nd sack of the night.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. Second and goal from inside the 5. Now Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, nice move. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
On second down now, Dobbins, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3, Trubisky. And a little floater there is incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Trubisky. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline. But what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On second down, Dobbins. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 28.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a first down following a gain of 3. On first down, Dobbins. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. That's complete to Robinson. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with it? Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Don't throw this way.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play.
Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Here's Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. From the shotgun again to Elliott. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Looking to throw. Prescott. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And down inside the 15 he goes. 14 yards into Chicago, first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Now it's Trubisky. Completes it to Hardman. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it, and he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. A 1-yard touchdown pass as the Bears push further out in front.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Let's go, Spike.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. After the sack on first down, Prescott.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Prescott. They've got his man complete. That one goes for 30 yards. Prescott from the gun. He's going to find Gallup here complete. Give him 30 yards there. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Throwing, Prescott, and that's Elliott, complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night, everybody.
Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show 'em them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, easy to get rich or dead trying. This ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or a bed. Do what you can to do, make your next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just flow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving that soldier chills. Not sure the code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving it soldier chills. My dream the code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Let's go. Get first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame it on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. At a genie with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves.
That's why I treat my friend good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way, cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this round here, I make it joke. Everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
This Lion fan base, Coach, they have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Forty's the mic. Squeeze. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Room here to run. 23 yards on the play.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now it's Trubisky. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now they'll run on the draw. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. Throwing here, Trubisky. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
Let's go, let's go.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
Check, 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 check.
Get it.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now Jones. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A first carry now for Jordan Howard. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Down. 18 Gator.
Let's go, Captain, let's go. We got this, we got this.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jones into a double team, and it's
There he
intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
Action Jackson, baby!
Patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
I'm scared. Time right. 3 out.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8.
Let's get
Ran. Hey, 18.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. And he's got his man on the end.
No!
And he's out of bounds. Almost
Come on.
Gets to the 10.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone.
Let's go.
Touchdown, Bears.
Fucking playoffs.
Punching it in from a yard away as the Bears push further out in front. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get this one to Galladay. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
50,
On first down, they run with Howard. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nick Kwiatkowski coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, check flag 45. Hey, orbit.
Okay, just like that.
Big trip.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So
Come
that's
on.
a 7-play
Stop
drive
it.
that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive.
Play a playoff game.
Front 7 as they got closer to the goal line. Things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Again, Mr. Bojangles. Do, 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 do. Mr. Bojangles.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Mr. Bojangles.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
180. No chance.
Check. Crunch.
On 2nd down now, Dobbins. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, Dobbins, and he'll get nothing out of that one. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative.
What the? Are you kidding me? Okay. All right. Okay. That's it, Bubba. You done did it. You done did it. You dumb son of a bitch.
Chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. On 1st down, it's Howard. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards.
Yep, that's it. All right, it's over now, boy. I'm about to take over now. You pissed me off, Aaron. Bam! Let's go! Fucking piss me off. Mute me then, bitch. Oh!
3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can
it's over now.
And see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion.
Over now.
Kind of a muddle in the middle of the field.
Here comes the pain, baby.
Throwing Jones.
Whoa! What?
Catch is made by
Oh my
Ridley. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a
No, that guy should have picked
this
it.
Offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Here we go. See me in the playoffs, bitch.
This is Howard.
Oh, shit. Oh, this game is too much.
2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Do it. I beg you.
On 2nd down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's another 10 yards on that one, and another 1st down. They'll run with Clement. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
2nd and goal from the 1. Jones will sneak it, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Daniel Jones, as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point good by Prater, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Clement. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Jones, and that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape.
Let's go! Sack monster!
Able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust
to the wrong side, Dylan?
And get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean.
You got it.
But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line.
Oh.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that.
Trying to run the ball.
If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second
Oh,
down.
yes!
Dobbins.
Go, baby! Go! Get the f out of my face! Dobbins!
He'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
As my dad would say, run.
On that one. It's a first down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Tight down. There you go.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. On second down now, Dobbins. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They'll rifle this one deep right. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Dobbins, and he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Once again, it's Jacobs.
Fuck out of here with that. What is it, a first down?
10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Good.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Looking to throw. Jones. Going to go to Clement here out of the backfield. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ball counter.
1 quarter remains.
Put the ball on, boy. Ready to bop your ass.
More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA
I'm
Sports.
scared.
On 1st and 10, it's Clement. And able to get get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Proceed,
46-yard line. 58 to Mike.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Here's Jones, operating from the gun. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed.
Just throw it up right on.
It's a big play there for the Lions. 47 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Clement. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Ready. Rush in.
They'll run with Jacobs.
Let's go!
No gain on the
What
play
to do now?
So a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
Oh, what?
Defense didn't budge
Oh,
on
no, I'm
3rd
for
down.
that
Now what are we
shit.
going to see
The
on
playoff.
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would
Shit
go
got
for
me
it.
fucked
That was
up.
some type of a play.
I don't know about you, Zach, but my tooth is gonna hurt after this if I lose. I'm gonna knock my ass out, my old ass out. Oh, shit.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Whoa. Chill. Exactly.
The Bears offense ready to go.
Relax.
Next drive. And last time
They were
they
gonna
get
run
3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option.
Making me nervous.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Don't ever do that again,
The goal of a wide
Don't
receiver
ever do that
screen
again.
is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense
God, that
there
could have been
swarming
game.
to it and not
Jesus.
allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
That could have been game. Time to bang the ball back in there.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
Now it's Trubisky, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead
got to try to run the
right
ball
out the
in my
window,
ass.
and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Pretty solid run here on first
we don't know what the
down. Almost
question
picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. On second down, Clement. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action.
Move,
Timeout
Zoe.
here defensively.
Zoe, move.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout.
Come on, lag.
They'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack.
Come on,
we'll see how they attack them here. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
And the Bears first down.
Throwing now is Trubisky. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Back to throw. Flush to his right. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Hey, Charlie.
Here's Trubisky. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Oh, no, he lost the football.
What? No, that's gay.
And he's 5 for
That's
6
cheating. Oh my God, that's gay.
Charles, if you're the coach of the
What just happened?
Even though you made it to the playoffs.
No, that doesn't even count.
What do you say to
Are you kidding me?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game.
The dumbest ending I've ever seen in my life.
If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder,
my
be
God.
better.
I had over
and we can be good
15
enough to go
seconds.
farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose
Are
in
you
the
kidding me?
playoffs, and that girds them for a championship run?
No, I had 15 seconds. The clock just spun up.
For Charles Davis and all our hardworking
What?
crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL.
See the last play of the game.
It's a win.
The
for
last play of the
Lions
game
as we
took
say
23
so long
seconds.
from Ford Field.
23 seconds. So let's count. Let's look at the game clock here. Where the hell's the game clock? So I threw it. What? He has the ball. How? Oh my God.
Time flies, had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time.